No Puedes Jugar Boxeo, presentado por SEYER y The Aquino Destinations.
Nico, let me start with this. Everybody is asking about your grandfather, but let me start with you because I can imagine, or I can't imagine, how many pressure you have on your shoulders. 4-0, 3 knockouts.
You know, it's not a lot of pressure. The first fight was a lot of pressure because I never stepped foot under the lights. I never stepped foot in a ring like that on live TV in front of millions of eyes. So the first fight was where the pressure was. The second fight, I had some great fun. The third fight, I was calm. And the fourth fight was amazing. So the fifth fight is it's an upwards trajectory.
Up and up and up.
Yes.
This is a stupid question. What do you have on? You smell really good.
Oh, it's Creed.
Oh,
Creed is
I'm gonna buy it. That's it.
Someone showed me Creed, and I was like, you know what? I gotta buy it. So I saved up my money and I bought Creed.
That's why you have a lot of girls following you.
You know
That's
what?
the smell.
I didn't see that, but maybe next
someone
time
told
you can point it out to me.
Yeah. Okay, my friend. Definitely, I can imagine that it's an honor to be part of it. I mean, I can recall the fight in 1990, March 17, Julio Cesar Chavez against Taylor.
Yeah.
It could be the same styles, right?
It could be. You know, it's hard because people want to make comparisons. People want to make it seem like maybe it's like a Mayweather and Marquez kind of fight.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? You know, these guys, they're the best in the world in their weight class.
Definitely.
You know, it's number 1 and number 2.
Yes.
So this is the fight that is to be made, and it's happening, and we get to see it. That's why everyone's watching it, because we don't know what's going to happen.
Definitely. We can talk about Guinness records because Bob Arum is my role model. He's such a nice gentleman.
Yes.
He have a good eye, but he promote your grandfather. Now he's promoting you, and maybe we don't know. Maybe your son as well. He's like long, never last, ever last.
Yes. No, I mean, Bob Arum is an awesome dude. You know, in boxing, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are not cool. And there's a lot of people in boxing who try to take advantage of you and do this and that. But Arum's not one of those people. He's a genuine guy. He was with my grandfather, so I just have so much respect for him, and it's an honor to be a part. I wouldn't be boxing without Bob Arum. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Sure.
Now let's go to the fans. You have 2 fans, your father, your mother. Oh my God, I always watch your fights in my home, but definitely your mother suffering the fights, your family, your father. You know that because I can imagine you watching the fights and say, "Mother, what are you doing?
What's going on?" Yeah, no, they feel so much pressure. They feel more pressure than I do.
Right? Yeah.
They're more nervous than I am for the fight, but I think it's because they don't. They're not at every training session. They don't feel the pain that I feel to prepare for the fight.
Oh my God,
So through the pain is where the confidence comes, where I know I'm not going to lose the fight. I mean, I put my life on the line in the training leading up to this, you know. But, I'm glad I don't feel the nerves that they do.
Definitely. Could you remember the very first time that when you talked to your mother and you mentioned to her, "I want to fight"?
You know, I don't know. It kind of started like when I was 10. I started boxing for like a children's cancer foundation.
I know.
And it was for an exhibition, and it was in front of so many people, and I was so nervous. I was so scared, but I did it, and I ended up slowly loving boxing. But especially because I was doing it for a good cause. That's what made me love boxing, and I guess she was more okay with it because of that.
Definitely. Now, share something about your grandfather because you know how is the feeling now. I met him. I quickly interview him. I follow the career, but something funny, some anecdotic stuff that you can share with us.
The number one thing, and I don't think this is private, women was his weakness big time. You know, if a pretty girl, even at his at his older age, when he saw a pretty girl, he would lose his mind.
Me too.
I mean, he's human at the end of the day.
Human, of course.
But I would throw up on like a Beyonce music video, and he would just about be drooling, staring at her. So I don't think that's news to anybody, but it's definitely something funny.
Maybe you received this question before, but sometimes I can imagine you feeling your grandfather in your corner? Because I always mention, and I believe in God deeply, that God is always in my corner. But in your case, maybe it's not only God, it's Muhammad Ali in your corner.
Yeah, no, definitely. In my family, my grandfather was Muslim. I'm Muslim. My parents are Muslim. So,
Amen.
we're just, I mean, spiritual.
Yeah.
And I do believe that. I believe he's with us for the fight because you can kind of feel him, his energy, because we were a very tight family, and we still are. So definitely he's in my corner, for sure.
Don't count the days, make the days count. That's my favorite phrase.
Yes.
What is the favorite phrase from your grandfather?
Oh, man, he had so many.
So many.
I think one of the biggest is impossible is nothing.
Oh,
He said
yeah.
that, and it's so simple, but it's true because
Yeah.
everyone says this is impossible, this is impossible, and it's not. Nothing is.
Nothing
so I
is.
love that quote.
Yeah. Two more things because you have a line
Oh,
because
no
of
problem.
Creed.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
because
it's
of
because of
Creed.
Creed.
No,
Because of
it's
Creed.
because of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The other day, after your fight, you mentioned that of course, the dream is to be a world champion, but your dream is to help people.
Yes.
So, of course, we're talking about boxing, but please share your human side.
That's what it's about. People who are given a platform in any aspect, whether they're boxing or painting or
Yeah.
playing football, whatever. You got to use that platform for good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's at least how I was raised.
Definitely.
And that's what I want to do. I love boxing. It's my passion. I'm building myself in the ranks of boxing, but with this notoriety, I want to be able to change people's lives for the better.
That's beautiful. Who's gonna win? Oh my God! As an analyst, yes.
It's tough. If it
tough.
goes the distance, Shakur, I believe, will win.
Yeah. Okay.
Oscar Valdez has one punch knockout power. So if he lands a tough punch, then the fight will be over. But,
Yeah.
it's a tough fight. That's why I'm watching.
Yeah. Finally, Muhammad Ali and of course you as well recognize what is Mexican boxing. I'm from Mexico.
Yes.
Boxing is a religion in my country. So what can you tell to the Mexican fans? And I'm gonna to close this interview, I'm gonna teach you 4 words in Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I know Mexico breeds
Yep.
boxers. Mexico's history with boxing is probably unlike any other country.
Yeah.
And so I have so much respect for Mexican fans of boxing
Yeah.
and for Mexican fighters. So
Awesome.
I want to fight there one day.
Well,
Yeah, I want to fight there one day because I've never even been to Mexico.
I'm gonna invite you some tacos after the fight.
Let's do it.
Yes, there you go.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So, could you repeat after me in Spanish? You say no.
No puedes.
No puedes jugar.
No puedes jugar boxeo.
It means you cannot play boxing. That's my brand
I love it.
and my biggest respect for this sport.
Got
What about this?
No puedes jugar boxeo.
Yeah.
You can't play boxing.
You can play boxing, right?
That's a fact.
That's a
That's
fact.
a fact.
Well, you're great in the ring, but your personality, your soul is way better.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Great
Thank you, my
meeting
friend. And don't forget the Creed, never.
No, never forget the creed.
Creed, I'm gonna
Never
buy
forget the creed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No Puedes Jugar Boxeo fue presentado por SEYER y Diaquino Destinations.